I'm going to go here into a Facebook ads live demo. And let me see if I've got the ads manager pulled up already. All right, so if in this case, what we need to do is go to ads.facebook.com or adsmanager.facebook.com. That's the link right there, facebookads.com/ads manager. But they do have other variants of that will help you get to this campaign. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see a little bit better. At this point, it's a little technical, but I want to walk you through this setup kind of quicker so that you can see how to do it. Let's see. Need to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so we're here in Ads Manager. Obviously, in order to do this, you need a Facebook business page. You can actually do it on your personal side, but I don't recommend that. Have your Facebook business page, Bob's Detailing, whatever your name of the business is PDR, etc. Then you have to have an ad account. It's not that hard to set up. We can help you with that. Now, here's where Facebook usually says, oh, just click the boost and go for it. But I'm going to show you why that doesn't work. Here in campaigns, where I'm at, you're going to go into create. And now we have several different options. If we look at awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, promotion, sales. And you might think to yourself, okay, which one of these do I want? Okay. It's tricky. You don't know which one you want because it's hard to figure this out if you haven't done this before. You might think, I want sales. Well, sales is not talking about, yes, you want sales, but sales means I'm going to go to your website and make a purchase and check out. You cannot do that on most of your websites. What you want is a lead, or you want awareness or traffic. In our case today, we want leads because what we want is people to give us their name and my phone number. What you need to keep in mind is Facebook will give you what you ask for. If you ask for clicks, they're going to give you people who will click on your ad. They may not do a whole lot of other things. If you want people to engage, let's say engage, you'll get people who click on your ad and engage, like say, hey, yes, that's great. But they're not going to give you their information. They'll give you traffic. So they'll give you what you want. And that's why we want leads. Okay, so leads. Now, obviously, I would go a lot quicker making this, but I wanted to explain that to you. So leads, or it can be traffic or awareness. But these top two would be for if you're just trying to show your face in the area, you're not necessarily getting leads, but it will help you show your face. So let's go with leads, click continue. Now here again, this is kind of like the boost button in campaign setup world. It looks like, so Facebook makes it look like, oh, it's super easy. I can just do streamlined setup. Well, it's kind of like saying, hey, buy this ceramic coating. You can do it yourself. We know that doesn't work that well. We know if we try to do those products for our car, it's not going to work as well as you guys do it. So what you want to do is manual lead setup. These things will get you close, but the problem is it's going to be too wide open. And most likely, Facebook will spend more money than you need to do. So manual lead setup, campaign, continue. Now here's where I talked about there's a campaign, an ad, set, and an ad. This does get a little tricky, a little technical and hard to understand if you're not familiar with ads. So campaign name, let's name our name, whatever. I like to say your business name and whatever your goal is. So let's say like Bob's Detailing leads. So now we know we want leads. Leads is the name of the campaign. Because if we do another one that says traffic, we know what that one is. Special ad category. Now this sounds nice because if something special, it's nice, but in this case, it's not nice. So special ad category, some of you guys, if you're offering finance for your car and selling cars, you might have to do this. But for the majority of people on the call, you do not. You can just skip this. But let me just show you what this is. Categories, credit. Uh, if you go and mention any kind of credit on your ad, you might get it disapproved if you don't have this listed. So never, never, ever put any kind of finance offer unless you have special ad categories selected in credit. Otherwise, you might get your ad account shut down. Employment. I mentioned job ads, and if you're running a job ad, you have to have this clicked. Okay. It gives you less capabilities, but it's going to work. So it's still going to work. You just have less, you can't filter as much out there. It's got to be wide open, but you can still target people who want to be a auto body tech or a PDR tech or a detailer or whatever. So you can still, or an office manager. So you can still target those people. But the rest of the stuff is kind of obvious, but for normal ads, you keep that, you do not check this at all. It's normal. The rest of the stuff, just click, okay, there's a next button, click next. Facebook might also try to get you to enable this, but for you guys, it's not recommended. So click next there. Now we're at the ad set level. So we got the campaign, the ad set. Within this ad set, let me just say the reason you can have multiple ad sets, and here's a good example. Bob's Detailing might have ads going for car detailing, but then he might have an ad set going for airplane detailing or RV detailing. So we can target people differently. So let's say the second one is car detailing or car detailing. And then let's say I'm targeting men over 30 with car interest. Now, the reason I do that is so that I know, okay, this is car detailing, and it quickly tells me who I'm going for. Some people do all these different ad sets for this, but for you guys, you don't have to do that much for these. Okay, conversion. Again, there's all these options here. These are kind of like what we talked about earlier. Instant forms, messenger, instant forms, and messenger. And this one's kind of a one that we've been testing. This means that Facebook will try to either let them open a form or go to Messenger, whichever one they think will work best. And it can work. I would recommend for now just doing instant forms or Messenger. So I'm going to do the demo for the instant forms for now. This calls, it doesn't work as well as the other things. Again, there might be some improvement here, but for us, I would recommend those two. Okay, Facebook page, you need to choose your page. This might be automatic, but I've got a bunch on here. So just choose your page that aligns to your business. And then if you have not done lead ads, you have to select view terms and accept. It's like all the legal stuff. Performance goal, I would leave this as number of leads. There's also a number of conversions, but for us, it's very similar at this point. And they may increase the benefit of the other one later, but for now, maximize number of leads is what we want. You don't need to do this cost per result, leave that open. Dynamic creative, leave that off. Catalog, this is kind of like if you're doing a store, if you have a random store on Facebook that you want to put your catalog, but leave this off. Budget. Now, I think they know I want $20 a day. So $20 a day, it might default to less if you have a new account, but we can start at 20 and go down here. Okay, budget scheduling. So this is a new campaign and they have certain restrictions on here. I'm going to show you, but let's go to locations. Now, you'll notice that it shows United States. I know when people leave that open because I see their ad across the country. And so what you want to do is you want to click edit and you want to you want to cancel that out and put your actual location. So now let's do, I was thinking Tucson, Arizona, if I spelled that right. Hmm. Okay, there's Tucson, Arizona. Okay, so that's kind of strange. Okay, there's the city. So they might have these other strange weird places like that. If you want Tucson, there's the thing. Uh, Now, what you need to do is say to yourself, whatever city you're in, how far are people most likely to travel to see me? Now you may say, oh yeah, people come 50 miles away. But the problem with that is you'll start to see that the audience gets really big. And we want to target the people who are most likely. So let's say 70% of your audience would only go 10 miles away. So now let's drop this back down to like 10. But let's say, hey, I'm actually on this side of Tucson. So we can take this pen right here and we can drop it. It's best to put your actual address in because then you can dial it in. But let's say it's here. I can delete out Tucson. And now let me add it a couple miles, 11. Okay, so let's say we're on this side of Tucson, and I'll say, hey, no one ever comes to me on the north side of Tucson. Again, this is kind of all made up, but uh, you want this to be as close to your target audience as possible. You have to say to yourself, who are the people who are most likely to come to my shop or if I'm mobile, whatever. How far away will I go? No. Now, again, we're talking detailing here. Um, so we're going to say that's our area. And you notice on the right-hand side, okay, that's 80 to 94,000 people, which is decent audience, but we're going to see how we can lower that a little bit. Now here, Facebook starts off with this advantage audience, and they say, oh yeah, we'll find your best audience. They might, but I wouldn't do that. What I would do is go here over here to switch to original audience options. So click that. And now they're going to say, hey, you can get better results with us, but let's go to use original audience, and I want to show you what you can do. Okay, so you're going to now go down age. You might say, yes, I get 18-year-olds who come and spend money, or I get 65-year-olds. But again, what we want are the people who are most likely to purchase from you. I would argue that if we're talking detailing, and it could be a lot of people in this audience as well. Let's say it's men, it's 30 to, let's say it's men 30 to 55. So now I've got 30 to 55. You notice on the right side, this size decreased quite a bit. But now we can go here to gender and click men. So now look at that, 18 to 21,000 people. Okay, so now we're really dialed in, kind of. Let's see if we can get it a little bit better. This, again, this is actually a pretty good audience, but I'm going to show you how you can dial it in more. Detailed targeting, edit. Now, if you notice, if you remember before, we talked about guys who were most likely to purchase detailing or paintless dent repair or auto body stuff. People who are most likely to do that are people that like, let's say BMW. So now I can type in BMW. I can go to BMW vehicle interest. So now you notice it dropped down to 1861. I forget what it was before that. Actually, let me cross it off, see what it was before. Okay. So it's actually pretty similar audience already. This this area might be smaller, so it may not help a lot. But it can help with a bigger area. If we go bigger, let's go like 20 miles. So 80 to 94. Now, if we go suggestions, we can go Mercedes. Suggestions, Ferrari. So Maserati. So you can add all these other cars here. And then we could actually narrow it down to So I narrowed it down to people who also like luxury lifestyle content, which is not exactly accurate. I mean, but now it's only 5 to 6,000 people. So that gets you down to a very small audience. But what that means is you can hit that audience very quickly and hit them over and over and over again. Let's just leave that as an example. And using $20 a day, or using $20 a day, we can show that our ad to roughly about 1,000 to 2,500 people, which means we can show almost this entire audience our ad in every 3 days, which is pretty interesting. Now, again, I'm not suggesting you use that type of lifestyle content, but what it means is when you dial your audience in really well, you can hit them very well. So, um, obviously, you want to make sure this is all accurate for your particular group. If you notice, we go to all genders, it will go up 10,000 to 12,000 people, which actually might not be bad. Okay. Placements. Here's where, again, Facebook says, hey, put it on all of our placements. What does that mean? Click edit, and I do manual placements. Some people do not have Instagram. Some people do. Most of your audience, most of your leads will still come from Facebook. So let me show you what all these are. We got feeds. This is where someone's on Facebook scrolling through. That's a feed. That's where most of your leads will come from. Profile feed is a little bit different than regular feed. You can kind of see all these things. So marketplace, you might want to list that, but maybe not. We've seen our results as mostly Instagram and Facebook feeds. Video feed, people are actually spending a lot of time on video and Reels. I would most likely deselect Facebook Business Explorer, Instagram Explorer, some of these things. Profile feed. I probably would not do some of those. Stories. A lot of people are sitting on stories just scrolling. So now that we know that, we can leave those there. Reels, same thing. People are just watching Reels all day long. We can put your ad there, Reels. In-stream ads for videos and Reels. Yeah, you could leave that there too. Search, no. Not many people are on search. Messages, no. Apps, so we can delete that. Now that we've done that, the majority is on the main places on Facebook and Instagram where people are actually searching, people are actually wasting time. So this is probably one of the most important things to do right here is the targeting, the location, interest. So now to next. Let's see. All right, so now we're in the ad name, which let's call it image one or whatever. I could say detailing. What was it? Car detailing. Image one or video. You know, I definitely recommend videos because videos get people's attention and you can track them. The images, not as much. So let's just talk about how to create this here real quick. We could spend quite a lot of time on this. Your Instagram will automatically be synced if it's synced to your Facebook page. So now, a single image or video. Let me see where we're at. Okay, there's ad video. This multi-advertiser ads, we've actually been using this and it does work well. So I would leave that there. Add video, add media. So now we want to add an image or a video. Again, whichever one you have. Let me see what I got here. Let's see what comes up. Okay, both of these are kind of cool. I would prefer for any of these car type ads, actually put all optimizations are usually good. It can help. Done. So all that now for these pictures, I mean, that's a stock picture. It can work, but what I prefer for you guys to do is anytime someone sees a human in the picture or the video, it works way better. So if it's just somebody here over this car, Rolls Royce, I mean, if they're just over that, detailing, create, pretend you're detailing, pretend you're doing PDR or autobody, whatever. So you pretend you're doing that. You don't even have to be doing it. You could just be standing there. It makes it look more trustworthy. So you can try these stock pictures, but I would really prefer that you, even if you used your own car, not just a cool little video after video. A lot of guys like to show the after videos without anyone in them. It doesn't look real. Okay. What people like to see it in instant trust is when you are in the video, especially if you have a selfie video that's saying, hey guys, this is Bob from Bob's Detailing. We just finished this Porsche 911, whatever, check it out, or some other car. Gives you a lot more credibility. Let's go down to primary text. So now we can spend all day on primary text and some of the headlines, but I'm going to give you a couple quick tips. So quick tips would be if you add, okay, I'm going to show you how I did this. I clicked the Windows button and the little dot, and it brought this up. So you got to click in there, click Windows and the dot, brings these emojis up. Click a little fire, click something else, that gets their attention. Then you can say, hey, where are we at? Tucson, or not hey, but you can say, Tucson, okay, there's Tucson car owners. Right? Uh, want, can't, want mobile detailing or need a dent repair, So now you see, put those two things, automatically they see the top, oh, I'm a Tucson car owner, and yes, I want mobile detailing. See on that side right there. Or you can say like need dent repair. You can see that it automatically shows it right there. Then they don't have to click in this, because if you have a lot of text, you have to click in this. Some people won't click, but they can see, yes, I need dent repair or whatever the thing is. Tucson car owners need dent repair. Add some other items in there, like what you do. Okay, mobile location. Make it simple. You don't have to be too complex or ceramic, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Then put your name at the end, Bob's Detailing. But also you do want to say click below for a fast free quote. Okay, now where are they going to click? I'm going to show you that here in a second. Then, okay, check this out. This is actually interesting. It's new. Facebook will give you these little text generation options that are AI. So that's not bad, but you do want to space it out still. And you can try those things as variations. The next thing is a headline. So the headline is this piece at the bottom. See, it says form, but we want to say, we want to put the little fireball again, if we can. If I can do that. Okay, you can put fire and put a star or whatever. Now you see it starts to line up there. You can say, get mobile detailing in Tucson. So now they know mobile detailing in Tucson. That's cool. Whatever it's called. Or dent repair, wherever they're at. Whatever you have, whatever service you have, you put get that service in your location so that they know. Look at that. This is from the automatic creation. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm a Tucson. Oh shoot. Now, if we can get down to the if we can get down to a neighborhood, let me go into Tucson here. What if we put, oh yeah, look at that neighborhood. Drexel Heights. I don't know about this, guys. I'm just saying. Drexel Heights. If you put that and targeted that, get mobile detailing in Drexel Heights. If you know, look at that right there. If you know that Drexel Heights has a lot of money, that's where all the people are at that will spend money. You can target them. You can try it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, you know. But if you want, hey, I want Tucson Mountain Village to see my stuff or Tucson Estates, then you can only do that. You can exclude everybody else. So here's how you can hit the people that you want to hit with your ad and avoid everyone else. I hope that makes sense because that's a very, very critical piece. If you're calling out the neighborhood, the closer you get to calling out people, the better. Tucson's good, but if you get to Drexel Heights, that's even better. All right, so those are three major keys right there. Area, what you do, how to do it, how to get it. Sign up. Now, we don't want them to sign up. Down here is the call to action. We can do learn more. Learn more seems pretty non-committal. Or get a quote. A lot of times we'll do get a quote or we'll say learn more. Because like, oh, okay, I can learn more. So up here in this ad, you can say learn more. Click learn more. Click learn more. Click learn more for a fast free quote. Because then it's not like they're really trying to get a quote. They're, oh yeah, I just want to learn more. But it still works. Okay, so that is the basic ad creation. So now the next piece is this form. Where are we at? When someone clicks learn more, what happens? So I've got some of these forms already, but I'm going to show you what happens here. In fact, if you guys filled out my form, you probably saw it. So we're going to create a form. And the form name, you want to make it something memorable. You don't want to have this because we're going to link, we need to link it together to the automation. So form name, let's say Bob's detailing leads or car leads. Because remember, if he wanted airplane and RV, we want a different ad for that. Here's several things: more volume, higher intent, rich creative. So this is kind of new, but they just added this recently. More volume means you're going to get a lot of leads, which might be okay, but a lot of them will. Some people may not even know that they did it. Higher intent means that at the end of that form, you have to click review your information and then submit. So it gives them a little bit better chance to actually know that they're submitted it. Settings, restricted. Okay, if you don't want anybody else to share this, click restricted. But for most of you guys, you want it open so that people can share it. So, but if you know, hey, I don't want anyone else to see this, make it restricted. Field names, you can leave that alone. So now let's go down to content, intro, background image. Now this should actually pick up the image that you have in your ad, but you could just upload a picture here. You could add that picture that you have. I guess I could do this one, Autoshop Marketing Pros. So I could add that there in the background, but ideally you have a picture of whatever you're going to do. Then you can say, okay, headline. Where are we at? Or if I did this Drexel Heights, let's say Drexel Heights. Drexel Heights residents want. Okay. One more detail, and then you can say a little paragraph can say, we're the best detailers in Tucson, etc. We do fully mobile. Now I'm using this detailing example, but it works for anything I'm talking about. So we come to you and then, like click tell them something to do here. Click below for your quote. Okay, click below for your quote. Obviously, spell it right, but I gotta fix that real quick. Okay, click below for your quote. And okay, now questions. So here are they automatically put in here some stuff about email, full name, but we want to rearrange that a little bit. It's kind of looks a little weird. So name is the first thing that people will always do. Name, email. We don't just want email. We also want phone number. So add the phone number because half the people don't respond to email. So you can leave it at that, but I would also suggest adding something else. So, okay, here this description, you uh, please provide your info for a fast, free mobile detailing quote or whatever you're doing. Now add a question. Here's where we can add a bunch of questions, at least to get them more interested. Uh, you can do this appointment request if it's synced to your calendar. This doesn't always work for people here. And one thing to keep in mind is the more questions you ask, the less likely people will fill it out. But if we do a couple questions, it's not bad. So multiple choice or short answer. I like to do short answer and say, like, what, maybe what kind of car do you have? Or actually, uh, please provide your car year, make and model. So, I mean, most people will give you that. And then it tells you, this guy's got a Porsche, a 2020 Porsche 911. Okay. Or, oh, this guy's got a 95 Toyota Camry. Who cares? Not going to help me. So you can do that. You could also add a multiple choice question. You could say, what service are you looking for? Are you looking for? Here, you could say, since we're doing detailing, we'll say car detailing or ceramic coating. So here now, people can click this. It may not be a good option because maybe somebody wants both, but you could do that. Maybe you could say both. Okay, so there you got car ceramic detailing, ceramic coating, or both. So now they started to tell you what they're interested in. So now when you get this lead, you're like, I don't know what to do with this. Oh, it's Bob, Billy Bob. Here's his phone number. He wants ceramic coating. Uh, and he's got a 2020 Porsche 911. So that's because it's got the year, make, and model. So here it starts to tell you the example, like this pops up. Drexel Heights residents want mobile detailing. Yes. I would probably fill this out a little bit more. What service are you looking for? We want this service. Please provide your car year, make, and model. Again, this isn't really private information, so no one cares too much to tell you. So they'll tell you that. And then the next thing after that, if we continue, shoot, it shows that. Okay. If you click on questions here, it'll show you. The next part comes up, it says your questions, name, email, phone number, get your fast free detailing quote. And then you go down here to privacy policy. Here's where you need the website. We're talking about websites here. You got to put your website link. So it's like, put your link there, link text would be privacy. And you do need, your website.com/privacy. Make sure that's filled out because it is kind of a legal piece. And you can add this custom disclaimer. I usually don't, but then a review screen. All right, so the review screen is when people click it, they click submit, but then it says, hey, review your information. Here's where that higher intent comes in. Okay, message for leads. Thanks, all you're set. Now, so what we want to do is say something better. Thanks for your info, and then tell them next step, like, check your text. So here's description. You could say, you can visit our forum, our website, give us a call. You can tell them the number. And here's another interesting piece is you can put your website right there, but you can also have your phone number. So if you put your phone number there, you know, so now you got your phone number and it'll say call now. You don't really want this during at night, but even if someone calls your business number at night, at least you'll have them, you can call them back. There's several things you can do this with this as well. You can go to the website, but that right there, once they click, they're already going to have submitted this, but this gives you that little bit extra piece. Then you're going to create the form. So I'll just say that I'm not going to create the form because it's not all correct. I want to make sure this is all good. So that gives you the basic overview on how to set up that form. The next piece, which this would take much too long, this would take way too long to do this, but the next piece would be linking that form to your CRM, your dashboard, your follow-up stuff. And what I mean by that is, let me pull this back up and show you. So this system here, we link those forms to, because otherwise you'll get the information and then you won't have the automated follow-up. So when we link it to this right here, this dashboard, the lead comes in automatically sends them that text, automatically sends them that text and email, automatically sends you a text, and you automatically start this tracking. Send out to new lead. You can figure it out, all that stuff. Otherwise, it's just another lead. So otherwise, we're back to, these guys here was like, oh yeah, I got 591 leads, but I didn't do anything with it. So all the leads are great, but you have to follow up. Like I talked about with the keys is you got to be able to follow up or call them back very quickly. So that was the Facebook ads demo. Let me go back to this piece here. So there's your ad. I mean, this ad's actually not bad. If Bob's detailing was there, I'd almost feel confident running part of this. We'd obviously need to clean some of this up. But overall, if you watch that and copy part of that, you could probably implement that into your business. You can obviously trial that on your own and implement these strategies for yourself. It definitely takes time and opportunity cost to figure all that stuff out. Just like if I were to try to figure out auto repair, auto body shop, auto body stuff, PDR, I've actually got a dent in my car now I need to get fixed. But detailing, so I can try to pretend to do all those things myself, or I can get help to grow faster and get it to you. We have some packages tailored to help with all that stuff. Here is the first way is you can schedule a call with us. Go on this, go to this link. I can drop that link in the chat. The other thing is I'm going to show you some actual packages, some actual options here for you right now. Okay, so I just sent that link in the chat for anyone who does want to make a schedule a call. And so you don't need to figure out what we're going to do. I'm going to go over that real quick. So if you're ready to get help now, I'm going to give you an option, a couple of options for you to do that. So what we do, we obviously do all that stuff. If you need help with any of this stuff, we can do all that. But also the Facebook ads, like I just mentioned, Google ads. And it kind of does depend on what your specific business is. I wouldn't just say, oh yeah, here, let's just start doing Facebook ads. I do want to know what your strategy is to follow up with people and what your goals are, where you're at, those types of things. So obviously you can do these things on your own. But I need to know, should you use Google, Facebook, or combination? Here is what, if we did Facebook ads, what we include. So with Facebook ads, basically everything I showed you, and I gave you like a super fast overview on this stuff, but we create custom campaigns and all this stuff. So this right here, custom campaigns, ad sets, and ads. That sounds weird, except I just showed you what all that meant. That actually meant. So a campaign was the big part. The ad set is for Bob's detailing, which I don't know if there's any detailers in here, but Bob's detailing, if he wanted to go for uh, car detailing would be one ad set, boat detailing would be another, RV would be another. Then the ads. So within the ads, we only did one ad, but if we had that picture ad, a video ad, and some other things, we need to have multiple ones trying them out to see which one works best. Because I can say, hey, that video is awesome, but then no one likes it. So that's why you want to have multiple ads running to see which one works best. And then really making sure those audiences are working, optimizing this stuff. I mentioned earlier that what you don't want to do is set it and forget it. And it's just like letting your car go for months or years without servicing it. Well, the light never came on. Okay. But now you just destroyed your engine. So that's what we want to prevent. And especially with ads, I mean, if you're even at 20 bucks a day, if you're spending 600 bucks a month and getting nothing, that means there's some stuff messed up. So we want to make sure that's running all the time. And our goal is we run this stuff for you all the time. And we set up all the text sequences, all the email sequences, all that stuff. I mentioned the appointment system. I know some guys don't like to have an automated appointment system, but we do have it. We have automated review systems, which just that alone can cost hundreds of dollars a month. I've got some other sales scripts and stuff like that and things that you can use. But at this point, we've kind of been on the call about an hour, a little over an hour and a half for this full thing. I include the Facebook pre kind of demo and the walkthrough. So, and there was quite a few people that were on the call that also registered. I think we had 50 some. So I will send those back. I probably couldn't see all the comments, but I do see some now. But I will send the link out as well in kind of your text and email. So with that, thank you guys so much for being here today. I hope that helps you schedule a call, and I will talk to you guys later. All right. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.